TV Burp. Human whoopee cushion on casualty. Greengrocer orders in too many oranges on Little Dorrit. And we found out what's inside the Daleks on Coronation Street. Now, before we go any further, I've got a bone to pick with Dermot O'Leary.
All right. Well, hello. Welcome to the X Factor. Your Saturday night starts right here.
How dare you? As we all know, your Saturday night starts with hole-in-the-wall turnover for You've Been Framed. Cheeky monkey. Which brings us to an item that we call the many faces of Louis Walsh. This week, it's surprise.
Let's put him out of his misery early. It's Daniel.
You are kidding me!
Ever wonder what makes celebrities do guest appearances on shows? Well, I guess a good guest appearance on a TV show makes people think, I'd like to know a little more about that person.
You're looking splendid like this. None of us want to see you go in the water.
Don't worry, I only got yeast in my tummy. The bread is brewing.
I'd like to know a little more about that person.
I got to go change my pants.
I'd like to know a little bit more about that person. I know enough about that person. Isn't it annoying when you've been told that the hospital you're in has got a rooftop swimming pool and it hasn't? Oh, we've always swimming trunks and everything. Elsewhere in Holby, there was some bad news for one lady. On top of being ill, they'd found out something about her next of kin.
Pauline, I hope you don't mind. I rang the number of your next of kin, and it's a Chinese takeaway.
Next of kin is a Chinese takeaway. Yeah, they don't get to see each other much because it doesn't do home deliveries. Then came a rather saucy moment for Surgeon Michael. He caught a mysterious lady with her top down.
Oh, sorry,
It's Nancy Lamb.
Don't worry, I only got yeast in my tummy. The bread is brewing.
I must say, I am enjoying ITV1's new Sunday night dance sensation, Britannia High, and I've worked out a way to feel even more involved with the show. All you need is a piece of silver card with a hole in it.
Free now, so free now, you liberate those lonely days of your life. So good, so brand new.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Just makes you feel involved. A little bit more involved. Now, can it really be 25 years since the bill first burst onto our screens? Yes, it can. Yes. And to mark this milestone, we were treated to spin-off show The Bill Made Me Famous. And I was surprised to see just how many of our big stars were made famous by the bill.
On the surface, Tom Walker seemed like a really nice guy, but underneath, there was another side to him.
Les Dennis, of course, made famous by Family Fortunes.
Remember me?
Yeah, Michelle Collins, made famous by EastEnders.
Remember me? I was Sunhill's worst nightmare.
Todd Carty, made famous by Grange Hill, then EastEnders. And finally...
The character I played was a sex offender. It was on the list. I'd done a prison sentence some years ago.
Andrew Sachs, of course, made famous by Russell Brand and Jonathan Ross. Pauline Quirk, made famous by Birds of a Feather, thanked the Bill for making her famous and gave us a little insight into life behind the scenes at Sun Hill.
You walk down a corridor and it's the real world. So there's dressing rooms and makeup and costume. And then you walk through a door and you're in the police station. And then, of course, you want to go to the toilet. You don't know if that's a real toilet or an acting toilet.
Acting toilets. The unsung heroes of the acting profession, quietly going about their business unnoticed. Often their contribution is cut from the final product. Until now, we've got hold of some of the acting toilet outtakes from the top shows.
Oh!
Emmerdale.
What's going on? I didn't hit her. I might have been gone now. Lily! She's probably faking. Get up on your feet.
Blimey, she's fainted. This'll wake her up. And a touch of frost. Yes, the acting toilet made famous by the Bill. On EastEnders this week, it looked like Stacey's mum's batteries were starting to run down.
Oh, just leave them
Change the batteries. On second thoughts, don't bother. Bianca's relationship has hit the buffers because her partner is a pervert. That didn't stop Pat from giving her the benefit of her experience.
But you've got to make time for romance. When me and Frank were together, whatever else was going on, I always put my face on, wore my best undies.
It's hard to know which you found most alluring, the face or the undies. It also begs the question, what occasions were the worst undies saved for? I think we all divide our undies up into best, day-to-day, and worst undies. Before you ask, the answer is best. She didn't stop there. No, Pat then proceeded to get out a little box of tricks.
What you got in there? Oh, a few things that have helped me a lot over the years. Oh, how about these? They've never failed me.
Got me own thanks. Besides, he ain't gonna want them, is he? Well, think about where he's just been.
Oh, never mind. Tell him on where that came from.
But,
What else has Pat got in that box? Well, I've got it here. Yeah. Just right, what we got? Well, there's the handcuffs, of course. There's the tassel. Not sure about that. Oh, a snorkel. Welding mask. Fire extinguisher. Oh, blimey, what's this? A ladder. Glove. Fine. What's this? It's Dean Gaffney.
Hi, Harry. You haven't seen my stepladder anywhere, have you?
No, I haven't. Which brings us to our TV expert of the week.
TV expert of the week.
Nick Mooney is one of Tasmania's top wildlife biologists and has studied the Tasmanian devil in the wild for 30 years. He is the first to see the photos taken by Christo Bars.
My initial response when I saw the pictures was, Christ, what the hell was that?
Unbreakable now on 5, in which a group of men and women are pushed to the limit of their endurance to see if they'll break. And this week they were in Virginia, America, being put through their paces by the US Navy SEALs. And I couldn't help thinking that instructor Steve Earle didn't really need that megaphone.
What's my name?
Then there was the obstacle course.
Let's go.
Oldest unbreakable Fraser is finding the combination of log and bog too hard to handle.
I know exactly how he feels. See you later. Must have been that sausage I had on fireworks night. They had an interesting way of dividing the Unbreakables up into teams.
The Unbreakables are split into 2 teams based on size.
So we got the first crew right here.
The big guys are called the Gorillas. The small guys, something less macho.
Our second boat crew we tend to call the Smurfs.
Yeah, the Gorillas and the Smurfs. I like gorillas and I also like Smurfs. Which is better? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Go on, Mr. Smurf. Welcome back to TV Burp. Nando breath on Little Dorrit.
Don't kiss me.
Horse ridden by a duvet on Merlin. And strippogram mix-up on Silent Witness.
Numéro singulier au mobile.
Sorry, I'm not a prostitute. I'm a doctor from England.
Easy mistake to make. It's exciting stuff in Heartbeat this week as they were investigating a drugs ring. There had been a shipment from a mysterious far-off land.
The dealer we picked up in Whitby was selling high-grade black Moroccan resin. Strong stuff. We'd certainly like to know where it's come from.
Black Moroccan. I wonder where it's come from. Whitby? But I must say the highlight of this week's Heartbeat for me was their moving rendition of Kumbaya with new lyrics. See, I know it as Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya, but they sang it as
Cannabis resin, my lord.
Kumbaya.
Cannabis resin, my lord.
Kumbaya.
Cannabis resin, my lord.
Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya. Well, with Raymond Blanc's The Restaurant over, it was time for Rosemary Schrager to step into the breach with her School for Cooks. So, let's meet the contestants. Well, there's Caroline, who used to be a nurse.
I know I love cooking and I really want it to become more than just a hobby. I feel I've got lots of transferable skills from nursing that I could transfer into a kitchen.
Thank you, nurse. What's the pudding? What? No coffee? So that's Nurse Caroline. Then there's Jean-Claude, who told us of a crazy night in he once had.
It was always sitting in the bedrooms with the DVDs and an Indian takeaway or a Chinese or a pizza, and then we ended up having a baby together.
What a night that was. DVD, Chinese and a baby cum. Oh, it was packed full of drama, this show. Andy had a problem with his pork terrine.
In his haste, Andy's starting to make mistakes.
I haven't been seasoning every layer.
Andy hasn't seasoned every layer of his pork terrine.
I said 4 gelatine leaves soak and 8 gelatine leaves if it's going to be eaten on the same day or set on the same day. And I've just put 4.
Not only not seasoned every layer, he's only put 4 gelatin leaves in instead of 8. It might fall apart.
With only half the specified amount of gelatin, the terrine might not set and could just fall apart.
It's unseasoned and might fall apart.
I'm really worried about Andy's terrine.
You're worried? We're on the edge of our seats here.
I'm hoping that I put enough seasoning in when I was cooking the stuff, so... Don't tell her, will you?
Hello, Rosemary. This is an anonymous tip-off. Andy hasn't seasoned every layer of his terrine. Yes, I know, and he only put 4 leaves of gelatin in when he should have put in 8.
Now, let's just taste for seasoning.
Uh-oh. I've got a bit of gristle. Oh, bit of an anticlimax. In fact, the tension seemed to prove too much for Rosie. She appeared to have a little accident.
Really disaster. Real rubbish. Roadkill.
She done a wee-wee. The other day, I was thinking about Rafe from The Apprentice and wondering what he's up to now. I mean, he expressed such an interest in business. I must imagine he's working his way up the corporate ladder.
Posh, papillon, pursues, and
My mistake is on the Underdog Show. Yes, the Underdog Show, a sort of celebrity dog show fronted by Tara Palmer-Tompkinson and Mark Durden-Smith. I must say, I admired Tara's thorough professionalism.
We started with 10. Tonight we have 6 remaining. And 1 will be leaving with their tail between their legs. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado or a poo, please welcome the stars of our show.
Sorry, Tara, I didn't quite catch that.
Without further ado or a poo.
That's what I thought you said. Furthy a dog-a-do or a poo. Thank God she's off the sauce. What a pairing, though. Mark Durden-Smith and Tara Palmer-Tompkinson a do or a poo. They managed to control this long and elaborate dog show, where in the wrong hands it could have been a complete shambles.
Hey, Doogie!
Oh, she's giving Rafe the runaround.
You're fired. Hello?
Hi. It's me. I miss you.
I miss you too, but you shouldn't have killed Liam. Huh? Yes, it's Coronation Street, and it was firework night. Yes, and they really pushed the boats out this year with the firework display.
Wow, that was a big one.
Lovely, must have been £8 worth. Meanwhile, Rosie Webster was still being held hostage. This whole Rosie Webster kidnap thing, it makes me so mad. I feel like going over there and whacking him over the head with a towel rail. I won't be a minute. Rosie? Leave her alone, John! Sorry, Rosie. It happened so quickly. Don't worry, it's not a real towel rail. Look. Oh, it is. It isn't a real towel rail. So on Corrie, there's the kidnapping. On Easties, there's the attempted murder of Max Branning. What's keeping the attention of the good folk of Emmerdale?
Oh, can I help you?
Yeah, I had a report on the suspected theft of a raffle ticket.
Theft of a raffle ticket! Yeah, and it's the winning raffle ticket as well. Hot stuff. It was nice to see John Prescott back on the box with his The Class System and Me. He reckons society is shaped like a... Like a what, John?
It's still a pyramid society.
That's a diamond. Have another go.
What I'd like to know is it's still the same as it was 100 years ago. It's still a pyramid.
That's a dome, John. What John was really hoping for was to meet some hoodies.
Are the hoods important? Are they part of the uniform?
No, it's because it's raining.
But it was nice to see a different side of Prezza, to see him letting his hair down. Check out some of his moves on the dance floor. Hey, check my lyrics. Throw a few shapes. Get his name down for next year, Strictly. And ladies, if you've ever wondered what it's like to spend a night with John Prescott, Jack Osborne's got the answer.
Imagine a boulder three times heavier than a man falling on you.
Celebrity Scissorhands is back.
Academy Manager Lee has gathered all of the trainees on the Academy floor for their first ever meeting.
Good morning, my trainees. And welcome to the greatest academy on earth.
Yeah, that might be overstating it a bit. Guess who's on it this year?
Zammo off Grange Hill.
Zammo off Grange Hill, yeah. And if you were wondering what he's been up to since...
I cut keys all day long, so I'm going to go from key cutting to cutting hair.
Key cut, oh, yeah, which makes him, of course, ideal for the salon.
As the trainees must each cut one side of Brandon's head, they've drawn a line down his face as a guide.
Yes, his first question is Chubb or Yale? This week there was an American theme in keeping with the US presidential election. Congratulations to you, Barack Obama, from all the TV Burp team. There were some American-themed guests.
In keeping with today's theme, Lee has arranged for a guest American receptionist in the form of showbiz impresario David Guest to cover her absence.
Yeah, David Guest. Yeah, of course, all you need if you're giving him a haircut is this. It's in a black paint and a brush. I wasn't sure about a couple of the before and after shots. Before? After? That should be during, shouldn't it? She's only had half a haircut. Well, they let Zammo finish it off. Here's what she got. And he's here with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Britain's favourite key-cutting hairdresser, it's Zammo actor Lee McDonald.
Something's wrong, 'cause my mind is fading. Everywhere I look, there's a dead end waiting. Temperatures dropping at the rotten oasis, stealing kisses from the leprous faces. Got a devil's haircut in my mind. Devil's haircut in my mind.
He's got a devil's haircut in his mind.
Got a devil's haircut in my mind.
In my mind. Lee, any reason why that should be sticking?
Too short on the shoulder, too long at the front. Bad cut.
That's all from us here. Good night.
For Harry Hill's TV Burp Gold, there's plenty of that available in store and online on DVD from Monday. Over on ITV3 next this evening, it's a case for Agatha Christie's Marple, while on ITV1, Who Can Match Mariah? It's a tall order when Mariah Carey's on the X Factor next, but can they match those vocals? Good luck to them next.